Chord progressions are the foundation for all songs, all music. So whether you want to write your own original composition or simply improvise, you need a chord progression. And being able to create a chord progression to reflect a variety of energies or moods or emotions is really important and useful. And it's actually much easier than you might think it is. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to build a chord progression using really simple chords to reflect happy mood, to reflect a sad mood, and then to reflect kind of a more hopeful mood. So let's dive in. Everything we are going to do today is going to be based on the key of G. So we're in the key of G, and we are going to be using the 1 chord, which is G. We are going to be using the 4 chord, which is C, the 5 chord, which is D, the minor 6, which is E, and we might throw another minor chord in there, but we'll get to that. So the first thing we're going to do is create a happy chord progression. And the easiest way to do this is to use the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords because they're happy chords. They're major chords. You can play them. I know this is just kind of like a silly little rhythm, but it's happy. So if you combine the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 1 in any order you like, you're going to get a happy sound. And the more energy you put into your rhythm choices, the more energetically you play it, the happier and more energetic your song will sound. So you can go 4, 5, 1. You could go 5, 4, 1. You have lots of options. So that's happy. Next, we're going to take a look at sad. So we want to focus on the minor chords for sad sounds. And we're going to start this progression with the minor 6. So this is what's going to give our progression the moody sound. Then we're going to move to the 4. Then we're going to go to 1. And then 5. So immediately, the mood's kind of changing. We're not as happy as we were before. We're feeling kind of down, which, I mean, you might want for your song. So minor 6, you can play it however you like. That was the 4, the 1, and the 5. Now, by choosing to not end our chord progression on the 1, we ended the progression cycle on the 5. That's what kind of makes the song feel a little bit unsettled and unresolved and contributes to the overall moodiness. But you could really place the minor anywhere you wanted in the progression to kind of maintain that moody sound. You could even add in 1 more minor chord. So what I mean by this is we could start on the 6 and then try the minor 2, which is B minor. That's kind of like a little surprising turn. And then we could go to the 5, and then the 4. That's very moody. So we've got E minor, B minor, and then D, and then C. So there you go, if you want a sad mood. And then finally, we're going to look at hopeful. So I actually find that this works really well for a lot of pop styles, even sort of the EDM sound, if that's what you're into. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the 4, so C, the 5, the 6, and then the 1. And I find that because we've got the combination of the majors and the minors, and we resolve on the 1, it kind of ends up sounding like we're lifting, we're going somewhere, we're hopeful, and then we're settling down. And I find that this is a really kind of great neutral ground for writing songs. So once again, we got our 4, which is C, the 5, which is D, the 6, which is E minor, and then the 1. And you can play this anywhere you like. That sound. So I've just shown you a couple of examples. So I think some of the strong takeaways here are that if you want happy sounds, you should stick primarily with major chords. If you want sad sounds, you want to make sure you're adding in those minors. And if you want hopeful sounds, combine the 2 of them together. So these skills are applicable to any key. Because we did this based on numbers, you can just take those numbers, shift them to any key you want to play in. Let me know what your favorite combination was and have fun practicing.